Hello everybody! Welcome to the new edition of EdukSeries. Hi, I am Danielle.
Hello, I am MC. Come and join us as we tackle designing learning materials using online tools.
"2020 was not a fruitful year. Despite the many fallbacks we experienced this year, we successfully managed our hopes up and continue to hope for the best. The global health pandemic brought by the novel coronavirus disease greatly impacted many facets of human lives: healthcare, economy, employment, transportation, tourism, and education.
This coronavirus has prompted not only in the Philippines, but also the entire world wherein we are restricted to conduct social gatherings, open to public modes of transportation between municipalities and regions, and go into commercial businesses. Social distancing and health protocols were implemented also, and due to this, face-to-face classes were held until further notice.
Giving more emphasis on the current conditions of the education system, primarily in the Philippine context, the challenge is up to the sleeves of the teachers, translating traditional educational setup to be diverted and delivered mainly using all available online platforms and online tools. Everyone applies strategies to sustain effective learning in order to achieve specific learning outcomes, like achieving mastery on the subject matter and facilitating effective transfer of learning using a wide range of teaching methodologies and delivery modes appropriate to our situation right now.
As the classes start, we have used online platforms in synchronous and asynchronous way and in a flexible manner to continue this academic year. We are investing more time and effort online to acquire knowledge even if we are inside our home.
Of course, with the continuing advancement of technology and the ongoing revolution of digitized platforms, teachers have to level up their ability to blend with the present demands in the education system. In fact, it is a necessity for the reason that the present health concerns limit the conduct of regular face-to-face classes.
In this new edition of EdukSeries, we will key in important information in terms of designing and developing learning materials using available online tools and softwares. But before that, we will begin our discussion with presenting you the step-by-step process in designing relevant and appropriate learning materials.
First off, you need to do a proper matching of the desired competency in the curriculum guide with the online tools you wish to use to integrate the lesson or competency. For example, concept mapping of a story reflected in the English curriculum guide. You would not want to use an online tool which is quite far to the goal of your lesson. In terms of concept mapping, you may opt to use Canva as your initial online tool. We will be discussing more of Canva in the preceding discussions.
Next step in identifying information to conclude and not to conclude in your learning materials being developed. As designers of learning materials, the materials should not only be made in the comfort of the teachers, but the students as well. You have to be careful in selecting all the inputs you are going to put in your materials. You would not want the students to be loaded with textual information, so you may opt to use graphical or tabular information, graphics or pictures that will facilitate easy understanding of the concept.
The actual process of designing and developing materials does not end only on the placement of information and integrating it on the online tool you choose to program your materials. You also need to be mindful of the possible errors in the materials. Be critical of your self-developed materials by looking at typographical and grammatical errors, violations of the conventions such as spelling, margins, alignments, and picture conventions.
Self-awareness of the errors present in the materials is not enough. To ensure that the developed learning materials are content and face valid, and all inputs were used properly and accurately, you can ask others who are expert in the field to evaluate your materials. This will give you the go signal to incorporate the developed materials in your online classrooms.
After you have been introduced to the steps in designing and developing your own learning materials, we will be giving you some of the most in-demand online tools being used in learning materials development. We selected online tools that are aligned in the contents and concepts in English and in language classrooms. These online tools are easy to navigate and explore as long as you are familiar with the features of these tools. For our first online tool, we have MC for some important points.
We all have different learning styles, but do you believe that our brain processes visual information faster than text? According to the Social Science Research Network, 65% of us are visual learners, and this online tool that we will introduce to you will make learning materials easy to visualize and can create effective lessons. Canva is an online design tool that offers users the opportunity to create professional-looking posters, slideshows, images, infographics, and other media. Just type www.canva.com and sign up for an account. You can use your Google account in Canva. This tool allows not only the students, but the teachers as well to design visuals to showcase their knowledge in unique ways. Teachers can use Canva for free to design visually appealing learning materials to complement text-heavy learning experiences. Teachers can become design thinkers, meaning they can become skilled at imagining and creating solutions to problems. So this can help them capture photos or videos of classworks and school activities and post it in their own class account.
Like what was said in the previous discussion, 65% of learners are considered visual learners. The next online tool that we are going to highlight is Powtoon. Powtoon is a British company which sells cloud-based video animation softwares for animated presentations and animated explainers or demonstration videos. The name Powtoon was a portmanteau of PowerPoint and cartoon. This is a user-friendly online tool because it provides tutorials and easy-to-follow steps for beginners. It is a personalized and customized tools used to provide colored pictures, images, icons, and moving pictures. This tool is actually very useful in terms of storytelling activity, dialogue and practicing dialogues, direct and reported speeches, and other English concepts relating to discourse and conversations.
If you want a learning tool that makes it easy for any individual to create, share and play learning games, then we have your Kahoot app. Just search Kahoot at Google Play Store and install it in your phone. Sign up for an account. You can use your Google account if you want and log in as a teacher and click School among all the choices. Kahoot gives points just like in games. Kahoot is a game-based learning platform used as educational technology in schools and other educational institutions. It has free and paid plans designed for use in classroom or at home for social use or self-study. In this demonstration, you can create quizzes just by clicking the Create button at the bottom right of your screen. Create a title and add in the description, your instruction for the quiz. Click Visible to everyone so that when you share the link of the quiz, the students can access the quiz. You can pick either multiple choice questions or true or false. Add your questions and choices, then turn on the correct answer tab if that is the right option. And that's it! You can now share the link to your students once you're done with all the questions and choices through Gmail, Google Classrooms, etc.
In conclusion, since the classes underwent a great fundamental shift towards blended learning, teachers should be meticulous and resourceful in creating learning materials. The learning materials should fit the learning styles and needs of every student. We have to keep in mind that the learning materials should satisfy the students' needs, especially now that we are having distance education. Students face several challenges and hindrances at home, like internet connectivity issues, non-academic noises, lacking of electricity, facility, household chores, and many challenges present.
There are a lot of online tools that teachers could use, but we need to keep in mind that there should be a connection between the online tool and the lesson plan itself. The tool should be exciting and applicable, but rest assured that it is in line with the student's objective of learning. Teachers can test the learning materials first if what they have designed using an online tool is effective to the students.
And that's all for this EdukSeries. We hope you learned something from us.